everyone, this is Rachel. Thanks for clicking on my video. And have any of you been hearing these rumors that Fabolous and Emily B were spotted at Coachella together? Can y'all believe that? Now, what I've been reading is that people that attended Coachella are starting to tweet out pictures and snippets of video where Emily B and Fabolous are together. Now, the reason why these people are doing this, the reason why people are shocked is because about 2-3 weeks ago, we were talking about how this guy, Fabolous, knocked this girl's teeth out and how her father and some of her family members were called over to their home because she needed assistance getting guns out of the house because she was afraid. And now, just a few short weeks later, she's with him publicly. Now people were saying that they were trying to keep a low profile, but if you're trying to keep a low profile, you do not show up at Coachella where there are a lot of young people, and we all know young people video things. They catch stuff and they video it, and people know that they're going to post those videos and pictures on Instagram and just all kinds of social media. A few weeks ago, we were all rooting for her. We were thinking that after something this major, maybe this was a sign for her that it's time to call it quits. But my mother always told me that there are some women that have something called graveyard love. And I'll say that again, graveyard love. And it's exactly what that statement means. That when it's all over, when it's all said and done, someone is going to end up in the graveyard, dealing with a situation like this. Because when you are a man knocking a woman's teeth out or damaging them so badly that they have to be surgically removed, things have gotten pretty bad. When you are a woman and you are so afraid of what this man might do to you, and you know that he has guns in the house, that you call over family members, you are going to put someone in a position to get seriously hurt messing with you and him. Now, like I said, a few weeks ago, people were on her side, rooting for her and all of that. I said in a past video that I did about her that it sounds like she has battered women syndrome. Now, a lot of people, they don't buy that, they don't buy that battered women syndrome thing. But that is something that is real. Because when we see a woman that keeps going back after a man has brutally beat her, maybe landed her in the hospital or damn near dead, and she goes back, you have to be either crazy or incredibly stupid to keep going back, to keep putting your children through something like that. Because when daddy is abusing mommy, that affects the children. You have daughters standing there watching their mom being beat, learning that I guess it's okay to go through things like that if you quote unquote love someone. Then you have your sons standing there watching a man beat a woman, learning that that type of behavior is okay. And then the trauma that it places on those children. Because when you get your teeth knocked out or damaged so badly that they have to be surgically removed, you're not going to tell me that there was not a lot of blood involved. And for those kids, To see their mommy bloodied up like that, swollen, that is traumatic. That is traumatic on children. You know, if she doesn't care about herself, you know, think about what it's doing to your kids. You know, if this is true, I don't know what to say, y'all. I just don't know what to say. That girl has to be as sick as what he is to be beating her. Because, you know, when you call yourself in love and you are allowing or equating love with, episodes of violence, and you're okay with it, and the reason that you show that you're okay is by continuing to go back to him. You know, I mean, like I said, y'all, this is going to get someone hurt. Either he's going to hit her one time where he does so much damage that there's no coming back. She falls, she hits her head, she's knocked unconscious, she dies or something. Or she's going to be so scared that she picks up something to defend herself and ends up killing him. Or she calls someone over to the house and they walk into the middle of an argument or a fight and they hurt him or he hurts them. This has the potential to go all kinds of ways left. It just does. And if this is true, this girl needs psychiatric help. Because I don't know, like I told y'all in the past video, when I was a very young woman, and I mean like 20, 21, that age bracket, I was in a short-lived abusive relationship. But after about 8 months, y'all, I was like, this is not for me. I had never had anybody put their hands on me, and I gave a couple chances, but after I saw wasn't anything going to change, I got my shit and I left. I ran away from there because I did not believe that I deserved to be hit on, to be beat on. And I wasn't, very mature. I was young, like I said, but I had enough in me to know that it wasn't what I wanted. It wasn't what I deserved. And I was going to get somewhere and sort out all the details, but I knew I didn't want nobody punching on me again. And then to live in fear that something you said or a misstep you made might land a fist in your face or you being thrown around. I don't know how anyone can live under that type of stress, in that type of home. That is not a loving home. When I was younger and I dreamed of what a relationship was, I always dreamed of a little home, nothing big or anything, just a little home with my little family and a man that loved and respected me. There's so many things that my mother has told me over the years, the little nuggets that she has dropped. She's told me one time that when you allow a man to continue to do things to you, you become like a doormat for him. And every time he does those things, it's like he's wiping his feet on you, tracking dirt on you, and that he loses respect for you. And she said that it's not so much the respect that he has for you, but the respect that you have for yourself. Because if you respect yourself, then you wouldn't allow someone to treat you like that. And when I look at this girl, she's a beautiful girl. If she gets somewhere, get some help, take some time to heal And then maybe a few years from now, you know, decides to venture back out into a relationship, she could find someone that would love her, you know, love her and respect her enough not to put their hands on her. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I hope that this is all just, people putting, you know, erroneous information out there, and that this is not really true, because I thought maybe that this time she was on her way to getting away from him, you know, because for me, if a man knocked my damn teeth out or damaged them so badly, because they were saying that her teeth were knocked out, but then after that story had came out, what I heard was that he had damaged, I guess, and broken the teeth so badly that they had to be surgically removed. Because a lot of times when just say you crack your tooth. I remember this happened to my uncle one time. He was skateboarding and he ran into something and cracked his teeth. And when the dentist was called, he said that if you could get the pieces of the teeth and bring them with you when you bring him in, we may be able to rebuild the teeth. But sometimes the teeth are damaged so bad they can't rebuild them. So in her case, it sounds like that's what it was. The teeth were broken off so bad and so badly damaged that it wasn't anything that they could do with the teeth, but just remove them and then, insert some false teeth, implants or something. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I'm just sitting up here thinking, about their poor children. Did they think when maybe they separated for a little bit that mommy had came to her senses, and even though they loved daddy, they weren't going to go back, and then now maybe they're all back together? Because kids, in the aftermath of it, because kids, they understand a lot more than what we give them credit for, and those kids are probably talking amongst themselves if they're old enough. You don't have to be too old to know that daddy's whooping mommy's ass. And did they have little conversations and say, I'm so scared, I hope mommy leaves daddy, and then they get away and then they're right back? What do those kids think? What is going through their little heads with all that violence around them, and mommy being scared in her own home? Y'all, I don't understand. And I don't want to say, she's stupid, she's this, she's that. She's sick. She has got to be sick. She's dealing with some type of mental illness to allow herself to be treated that way. When you don't think that you deserve better and you keep going back, you're sick. You're sick. It's almost like she's addicted to him. She's addicted to what she believes is love. And then he's sick. He needs help. Because, y'all, when I did my last video, and I want to say this again, I have a son that is 31 years old. And if a girl came to me and told me that my son was beating on her, or if I went into their home and I saw clearly signs that that girl was being abused, and I understood that it was my son that did that to her, first of all, y'all, I would be totally devastated. Just totally. And then secondly, no matter what happened, I would be on her side, because I did not raise a son to be an abusive man. And I would lose respect for my son if he did that. And I would be so angry at him. I would have to be through with him for a little bit. Now, don't get me wrong, I would still love my child. But the fact that I had raised a man that was now whooping up on women, Oh my God, y'all. Oh my God. I don't think I could. I just, I don't, I couldn't wrap my head around that. Y'all let me know, did y'all hear this story? Um, do you know if this is really true? Have you seen the little snippet of the video? Y'all, I don't put videos in my video anymore because I did that a few months back, and the laptop that I had, y'all, it got a virus that I just had to chuck the laptop because I wasn't paying to get the virus taken off, because it damn near was, by the time they get finished, what is that, the Coon Squad, or what is that, the Geek Squad, by the time they get finished telling you what all they gonna charge, you might as well go ahead and buy another damn laptop for all of that. So I don't put videos in, snippets of videos within my video. But it's out there, y'all. It's all kind of stories starting to leak out, about this alleged sighting of those two together. If you heard about it, or if you know it to be true, put it down in the comments section. And if you just heard about it, what do you think of it, y'all? What do you think of it? Oh, God, I hope it's not true. I hope it's not true. Because when you're trying to break up with someone after that, you need some time not to see them. And 2 or 3 weeks ain't enough time to get your head right where you can make clear and sound decisions. She probably started accepting phone calls from him a little bit, maybe a week after the incident, and I guess he convinced her, I'm not going to ever do it again. And she believed him, and he, doing the whining and dining and I love you, baby, and all of that. And she wants to believe it. So she stepped out with him to Coachella. Y'all, put your comments down in the comments section, child. I guess I'm going to pray for this girl that some kind of way God put some sense into her head and let her know that she deserves better than this. All right, y'all. Thanks for taking the time to stop through and look at my video, and I will see you guys in the next one. You take care now and be safe out there. Bye-bye.